We didn't get a chance to talk about it on Tuesday, and kind of glad we didn't because
it got worse.
Boy. We talked about her nomination, Kentanji Brown Jackson, to be the first Black woman to serve on the United States Supreme Court. Her confirmation hearings have been going on. And this was her opening statement on Monday. Check this out. This was part of her opening statement.
I'm saving a special moment in this introduction for my daughters, Talia and Layla. Girls, I know it has not been easy as I've tried to navigate the challenges of juggling my career and motherhood. And I fully admit that I did not always get the balance right. But I hope that you've seen that with hard work, determination, and love, it can be done. I am so looking forward to seeing what each of you chooses to do with your amazing lives in this incredible country. I love you so much.
That's fire, dude. And I'll tell you why. Because above all else, other than getting to this moment, this is obviously this is huge. First Black woman to potentially be a Supreme Court justice, man. Oh shit! No!
This nigga dumped all that hair back out. Yeah.
Don't nod your head like, yeah, nigga, you got the juice now, nigga. Yeah. Why you hitting me with it? Yeah, you got the juice now. Look, nigga, you the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try this again. No. I ruined such a beautiful moment.
No.
So my cousin Kim, she's a judge herself, and I know how hard it was her getting, busting her ass in law school, which is great. Having 4 little girls, she ended up having 4. Her and her husband had 4 kids and 4 little girls, all very intelligent, very lively, all that kind of stuff. But really, despite raising such a large family and the amount of time and energy it takes, as you just heard her say, of balancing the career with raising them, Kim puts in so much work to do that I could directly connect to that, let alone my own mother and watching how she was putting in 18, 20-hour days while still finding a way to get us to school, and make sure we have food to eat, like dinner on the table, even if it was something like, look, I got fettuccine tonight and tuna. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, or like my mom would do like quesadillas and like tuna. She would make both, and then we could eat both. Like, it's just a situation where watching that, I know every single Black woman, especially single moms, but every Black woman, single or not, I know women around the country can understand this, but Black women in particular, those sacrifices that are made, because it's not just for you and it's not just for your direct ilk, that unfortunately, as you know, Jay, as Black folk, everything we do reflects everybody else. And if you're someone that's at that level of greatness, that you could be the first Black Supreme Court justice, first Black woman Supreme Court justice, everybody is kind of looking to you. You know what I mean? And she has clearly risen to the top and deserves so. And the way she's handled herself in these hearings proves why she is not only the perfect candidate to fill the seat, but why there should be some sort of way that you could retroactively pull a motherfucker off the goddamn bench, because both Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett can fucking kick rocks. This woman is fucking killing it.
Speaking of Brett Kavanaugh, now y'all remember his confirmation hearing, right? I just like beer. We had a devil's trying all this whining, crying and shit. But guess what? This woman has smiled throughout all the bullshit that they have put her through. This woman has kept her composure. This woman has kept her demeanor. This woman has not told you, bitch, fuck you and your mama. I'm gonna tell you something. If she told Ted Cruz this,
fuck you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck the horseshoe road. And
she would be well within her rights to, because Ted Cruz, and I say that specifically with Ted Cruz, because this is what has happened.
Because this nigga's done a lot. Which part?
He's done a lot. just in general, between him and Josh Hawley, this is what they're doing. They're trying to fill the Trump void. That's what they're doing. If anybody is trying to guess with just the normal assholery that they're doing, they're trying to fill the Trump void. They are trying to both position themselves to say, look, I can run for president when the time comes around.
It's not just that, dude. What they're doing is they are set. Blackburn too. She can go fuck herself, because yes, at one point, I don't know if you saw, Senator Blackburn goes, "Can you what is the definition of a woman?" She was like, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "Can you tell me what is your definition of a woman?" And she's like, no.
Because
And
what it is, they want her to speak on trans rights. But here's the deal. Here's the big thing, that regardless of her stance openly on it, she doesn't make policy on that bench.
And that's why she's such a genius. She played this exceptionally well.
They don't make policy on that bench.
She straight up said it. She goes, yo, my job is not your job. I don't make the laws. That is Congress. What my job is, which is sad that she has to explain what the fuck a judge is to these goddamn senators. She goes, my job is that I see the laws that are in place in the land, and based off of the arguments presented to me, one way or the other, I make a decision based off of what I am supposed to do as an arbitrator. That's what I do. And they were like, yo, like everybody. And did you, I didn't even check the assets yet. Please tell me you got Cory Booker's speech.
As Langston Hughes wrote, oh, let America be America again. The land that never has been yet, but yet must be the land where everyone is free. Oh, yes, I say it plain. America never was America to me, but I swear this oath, America will be. That is the story of how you got to this desk, you and I and everyone here, generations of folk who came here and said, America, I'm Irish. You may say, no, Irish or dogs need to apply, but I'm going to show this country that I can be free here. I can make this country love me as much as I love it. Chinese Americans first forced into near slave labor, building our railroads, connecting our country, saw the ugliest of America, but they were going to build their home here and say, America, you may not love me yet, but I'm going to make this nation live up to its promise and hope. LGBTQ Americans, from Stonewall women to Seneca, hidden figures who didn't even get their play until some Hollywood movie finally talked about them and how they were critical for us defying gravity. All of these people loved America. And so you faced insults here that were shocking to me. Well, actually not shocking. But you are here because of that kind of love. And nobody's taken this away from me. So you got 5 more folk to go through. 5 more of us. And then you can sit back and let us have all the debates. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a well-charted Senate floor, because it's not going to stop. They're going to accuse you of this and that. Heck, in honor of your person who shares your birthday, you might be called a communist. But don't worry, my sister. Don't worry. God has got you. And how do I know that? Because you're here. And I know what it's taken for you to sit in that seat.
Amy Coney Barrett is underqualified for the position in which she holds. Amy Coney Barrett is completely underqualified for the position in which she holds. Amy Coney Barrett.
Before you say that one more time,
hit it.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
Like, shout out to Cory Booker on that one, man, because that shit was real than a motherfucker. But I agree with you. Now, real quick, because we're gonna move on to the other story, because again, we got to pay attention to the clock. I just want to talk about how fucking bullshit it is that they are intentionally, and they're doing this because they're trying to dog whistle these Trump supporters. As you mentioned, they're trying to show that they could be that guy. the fact that they tried to come after her for this kiddie porn case, do you know kind of what really went down with all of that?
No, I haven't read on it fully, and I haven't had the time to, unfortunately.
So if you go look at her record, she actually is very chalk with every other judge when kiddie porn stuff comes up. And in this particular case, it's about a kid who I was watching The View on it. They were giving all this stuff about it, where it was about a young man who is gay, and he was just looking for porn, and he happened to find some with some people that were his age. He was like 17, and he found it with his age, and they were also underage. So he got charged with child pornography and all that kind of stuff. But the prosecution even came and was like, we don't think he should get what is the normal sentencing for this. This is a very circumstantial case type situation. So hearing that from the prosecution, she looked at the situation, she assessed, and she made a judgment call. They are intentionally trying to use this as a means to say, she's light on kiddie porn. You see that she's out for that. She's trying to make that shit. They are doing this on purpose to try and find a way to discredit her. But if you go and look at her fucking record, that is a special case that was asked for by the prosecution for her to do that. And so it's just, again, they're playing dirty fucking tactics. And the thing that I hate more than anything, I'm glad Cory Booker stepped up. I really wish the Democrats would have her back more, and they would call out the fucking bullshit, and they would do the same shit to whenever you end up with Amy Coney Barrett's or Brett Kavanaugh's being brought up for this bullshit.
We watched two Senate confirmation hearings of 2 Supreme Court justices prior, that one, if not both, neither one should hold the position in which they hold. I will specifically stay on Amy Coney Barrett because that woman has not even tried a case. Had not even tried a fucking case. There was nothing about what Amy Coney Barrett stood for, her background, and said she should have been on that fucking that court. Now, when it comes to Kentanji Brown Jackson, it has been proven her qualifications supersede some of the people currently sitting outside of those two.
She actually is the most qualified candidate as far as her background before getting to the Supreme Court.
What are the most qualified?
They gave a breakdown of the current sitting justices and what she did prior, everything from the law school she attended to, the grades that she got, the places that she served in the law, whether it be as a Supreme Court clerk, anything, just the list. She literally, you know how they do those things when you're comparing, I'm gonna get this iPhone or that iPhone. This one has the super camera and this has the super camera and this and these other things. She has all 10 and they each have little sparse things here and there, bro. Like, she is a bad sister.
Like, please just said it. She has more experience than the last 3 judges combined.
Of course. And now here's the other thing I want to say, and then we should move on because we got to get some other stories. You got to go soon. Spidey Sensei said it. If the Republicans hate child predators so much, why do they do this shit? Why do they do shit about Matt Gaetz?
Or Jim Jordan? Whenever it comes, here's the thing.
Hello.
Because this is the thing. When it's Republicans with child molestation or kiddie porn or any type of underage minor, they try to find the weirdest ways to navigate past it. Because when it comes to Matt Gaetz, guess what they keep saying? Well, he took her to a different state. It's legal in that state. That's the justification they tried to have. So we all know what it is. Bro, let me tell you something. And I swear to God, and I'll say this and we can move on. If you ask me my political affiliation, I vote with my conscience. I've stated it before, and I will say it again, and I will say it to my last dying breath. I don't give a fuck if it's right, left, the middle. If you are not in politics and you try to make your political affiliation your entire identity, you are a fucking moron. I'm gonna fuck who you are. I digress. Let's move on. Blerds in the Hood every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. All full episodes exclusively available on Twitch. www.twitch.tv/BLERDS, the letter NTHEHOOD. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.